Kathmandu Durbar Square, which is famously known as Basantapur or Hanuman Doka. We have three darbars. First one is Kathmandu Durbar Square, Patan Durbar Square, and Bhaktapur Durbar Square. So today we are talking about is Kathmandu Durbar Square. I like to call it as Basantapur. So this monument we are talking about is made in 13th century in Lichavi period. Malla kings and Saha kings ruled the kingdom from itself. Then in 1869, new palace was made in Naranhiti Durbar Square, which is now turned into museum. This square was still the center of royal events in coronation of King Birendra Bikram Shah in 1975 and King Gyanendra Bikram Shah in 2001. As we all know, in 2015 April, Nepal has to face earthquake which was devastated. The whole country has gone a lot. So you can see the monuments are still in making. In the time of Pratap Malla, the square was intensively developed. During the construction of this palace, he added a small entrance in the traditional low and narrow Newari style. The door was elaborately decorated with carvings and paintings. Several buildings in the square collapsed due to a major earthquake on 25th April 2015. Durbar Square was surrounded with spectacular architectures which was shown by our Newari artists and craftsmen on several centuries. Do you guys know about living goddess? Yes, Nepal has one. Jai Prakash Malla, the last king to rule Kathmandu, built a temple of Kumari and Durga in virtual state. The temple was named Kumari Bal, was constructed like a typical Newari Varas. In this house resided Kumari, a girl who has revered as living goddess. He also made a chariot for Kumari. This is the southern end of Durbar Square, one of the most curious attractions in Nepal, the Kumari Chowk. The giggled cage contains the Rajkumari, a girl chosen through an ancient and selection process to becoming the human incarnation of Hindu mother goddess Durga. She takes a tour of the city during the festival of Indra Jatra. During this festival, she is carried around from place to place in her chariot. She also makes public appearances during few festivals, otherwise her devotees can visit her and worship her by few fee paid on her gods. Time and again, the temple and the palace in the square has gone through a lot of reconstruction after being damaged by the natural causes or neglect. The approximately 10 feet high image of terrifying portraited Kal Bhairav is placed near the Jagannath temple. This image is worshipped in the chowk, especially during Durga Puja. As you know, today is the third Monday of month Sawan. So here is the Pasupati temple. Don't be confused. This is the smaller version of Pasupati temple, which was built by the kings to worship. So now I'll get inside and worship Lord Shiva. So, as a kid, even I have some good memories here. My grandfather and I used to come here to worship Lord Shiva. And me being me, I used to love the Mahaprasad they offered us there. So, if you go to the left hand side from the temple, you reached another temple. This is known as Indra Chowk. So, this is Indra Chowk. We worship Lord Indra in this temple. And this chowk is very famous for its lassi. So, there they make a special lassi and offered to the people. As the first king of independent Kathmandu, Ratan Malla is said to build the Leju temple in the northern side of palace in 1501. So this temple is only opened in the ninth day of Durga Puja, which is known as Navami. Otherwise, the temple and the door remain closed. The Durbar Square also comes under the World Heritage Site. King Pratap Malla, he placed the statue of Hanuman, thinking the Hanuman would strengthen his army and protect his home. In the entrance of lead to Naksal Chowk, the courtyard, where most of the royal events and the coordination performs. Now, this is the entrance of the museum. The temples are being preserved as the natural heritage site. The place is being used as the museum. Only few parts of the palace are open for the visitors, and the Teleju temple are only open for Hindus and Buddhist faiths. So now, taking the tradition forward and in memory of my grandfather, I do this every time I visit Basantapur, that is, feeding the birds. Every time when I used to visit with him, I would get a bucket of wheat or corn and then I used to feed these peasants. So, do you see a big bell up there? Yes, that one. That was used to call or gather all the peoples around the state when there was an important announcement given by the king or any rulers. So, this is a small glimpse of a culture we represent as Nepalese. And happy third Monday of Sawan. So, don't forget to like, comment, and share and subscribe. I'll be back with some another video. Till then, bye.